I'm going to kind of talk about in a broader view, but it might not match everyone's experiences with it. I kind of come from it with both a professional view, of course, but a personal one of struggling with my own depression and anxiety for quite a long time, which is why I do the work I do now. That depression is a very sinking feeling. It's one that kind of immobilizes us, which is why getting to treatment is oftentimes a really difficult first step. It's one that is quite isolating because a lot of times we're not telling our families or friends. We might not know we're experiencing depression. We just feel this intense sense of hopelessness, and it immobilizes us. So I think in a sense there's times where there's people that do want to seek the treatment, but with depression it is really hard to do that research, to go and look for it. For many people, depression distorts our thinking and telling us that we're not good enough, that whatever we're doing is useless, and that we're just going to fail at it at the end of the day. So in a sense, depression is a preemptive kind of strike. It stops us from starting at the very beginning. It might start kind of, for a lot of us, there's lots of reasons why depression comes for people, but for some of us it's accumulation of experiences that didn't work out, and that kind of starts the snowball effect for it to take effect. Depression kind of tells us, well, why bother trying something if you're going to fail at it anyways? And it stops us from seeking out those opportunities. It distorts reality in a way of telling us that this is the feeling that we're feeling is permanent, where in reality it is temporary. So those moments where we're at our lowest, at our most down, depression isolates us and tries to tell us to not go and seek help or reach out, so that it can create this reality, this distortion for us that we are alone and that nothing's going to change. And when we feel that hopelessness, that's when, unfortunately, a lot of people act on their ideations. I think that place is a temporary place to be in, and when we act on those ideations, that's a very permanent solution to something that is temporary. And it's something that I believe very strongly about, that it's temporary, even when in those moments it can feel like it will never end. Therapy combats those emotions and feelings by helping you figure out what is you speaking and what is depression speaking. I think a lot of times those voices get intertwined with each other, and it's a little kind of a weird answer I'm giving, in that I believe that we're not our depression, we're not our anxieties, we're not the mental health problems we deal with. So my first job in working with people in therapy is helping them differentiate those voices. When we're able to know what is it that we're truly feeling or speaking, and what is it that depression is telling us we're feeling or telling us what we should be doing, that's really the first step for me towards treatment.